Welcome back everyone to Code with Us. This is the second video on using variables in Java. If you haven't seen the first video, I recommend you go watch that. It teaches you how to use these three variables here: string, int, and doubles. Along with that, it will teach you how to set up your project and package, and as well create your Java classes. If you have seen that video, then continue watching and we'll begin now. So first off, what we want to do is clear all of this out. Actually, we can keep those three variables for now. Just recapping over the last tutorial quickly. The string variable is used to store text, such as this. This is chicken. Whenever you use this variable, you want to make sure that you enter the text in 2 quote marks, like so. When it comes to integers, you want to write the syntax is like this. So say int, you give it a name, and then you put a number. You have to remember though that ints, you can only use whole numbers and not numbers with floating points or decimal points in them. If you want to do that, then you'd have to use a double, which is this variable here. Alright, so let's make a new variable, one that you may have seen in the other videos by Brad. If you have seen those videos, you'll know that he's used a boolean variable. So you start off like this. Create your boolean, give it a name. Let's say going on with this, we just say hungry. Okay, and a boolean variable can be set to either true or false. That's the only two options that you can give a boolean variable, either false or true. End it with this. So now you've seen how to use a boolean variable. Let's go into another variable. We'll use long, so we're going to call it long, and let me just give it large numbers, something like that, and just put it. When you do this, to make it a long variable, you have to put an L at the end of it. This way Java knows that to treat this value as a long, rather than just a regular int. Let's make another variable. We can make a character or a float. We'll go for float, and float is the exact same as with how int and long are. Float is basically a 32-bit decimal number. So you can say something like float, say it's equal to, and we will just put something like that. Let me just say, let's see, this might be a bit too much. Nope, it's fine. And just like how in long you put an L at the end, capital L, in float you've got to put a capital F to say that this is a float and not a double. Okay. Another one, we will learn char. This is a character basically, and you just say char, and you just give it a value. You can just put single quotes for this, and what this is unlike in string, where you have a whole set of characters or words or sentences, just a whole bunch of text. A character, you can only have a single character basically. It's in its name, and you should use single quotation marks for it. Okay guys, so I think that is more or less enough variables covered now. These are the basic variables, and not most. You probably won't be using many other variables in these, especially for basic Java programming anyway. What we could do now quickly is we'll just print them all out. You remember from the last tutorial, system dot out dot print line command, print stuff out in a line. If you want, I'll show you a quick way of doing this. The system.out.println command. If you're interested, you just type s out, but you've got to do this quite quickly, and then you press tab, and it'll print out the line for you. So like that. But anyway, let's just print these variables out now. So first you want to print out something like this. You say my favorite food is just a simple sentence. You say my string. So you're concatenating your string, piece of text that you just typed here. Save time, I'll just Control C, Control V, all these, and just print it back out. You guys can pause here. I'm going to just fast forward to save time on the video, but all you have to do now is just print out your system out the print line statements and just change them so it prints out all your variables. So yeah. Okay, so now they should print out all these variables like in lines after each other. Let's just see. New control S to save. Usually it saves when you click one, but just in case you better do it before. Okay, let's see what happens. No errors, I hope. There we go. Okay, everything's been printed out. So it says my favorite food is chicken, my favorite number is 10, my favorite double is 10.5. Are you hungry? True. My long number. And as you can see, one thing is when it prints out your long and your floats, they actually don't have that L or F at the end, it's just the number. So yeah, and of course it prints out your character at the bottom. So yeah, that's all for variables. The next tutorial will be using switch statements, so you know, that's going to be fun. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out that video, and yeah, if you did enjoy, comment, rate and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.